Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. Today, this screencast is going to build on the single level expense approval that we went through a little while ago. Okay, we'll go back up to my machine instance, my development testing machine running on Amazon's EC2 cloud. And within the Active Directory entries, I have added a couple of additional users. I have added a single accountant called Bob Waldron and a human resources professional called Nancy McKinley. So now everything that requires accounting approval is going to go through Bob, and Nancy will be notified of the result and need to take action in the payroll system. And again here, because this is a demo, these anybody who's not me is being having their email sent to my Gmail account, and so that way we can look at it in Outlook. So I guess before we go through the actual user experience associated with this workflow, I thought I would just kind of give a brief overview of what this workflow in SharePoint is all about. See, it's become a little bit more complicated. A little bit of refactoring on this. I've kind of cleaned up the code a little bit and renamed some of the different objects and tasks on this designer. But basically we can see that the flow falls through this path here, waits for manager approval, and when the manager approval occurs, it's either approved or rejected by the manager. If it's rejected by the manager, that's the end of the story. The email is sent to the employee and he has to submit a new report. If the manager approves it, it goes through this branch of the workflow where the task is created for accounting, an email is sent out to the accountant, and we wait for approval from accounting. And once accounting has approved the report, we take action accordingly. Again, if accounting approves, we send a notification to HR that tells them to go ahead and process through payroll. Otherwise, we don't send that email and we fall out. And within this send employee email method down here, we can see how it's implemented in the underlying source code, where the logic of what we say in this email is words the email appropriately. So I do that in Excel, and I have my file here. I better make sure I get the right one. This is the one I'm working on, the expense report for May 2010. And I've already filled this out. I just have a single item this month, a $98 charge to Amazon Web Service, which paid for the development of this cloud-based project. So again, I've attached the receipt as an embedded PDF document. Or charged my credit card $98.15. So that's the report, and I don't need to save it because I didn't make any changes, and now I will go to SharePoint. And I am the employee, so I will log in as Kevin. And again, this source directory is the directory where the expense reports are uploaded. Here's my March and my April report, and I'm going to upload my May report. And here it is. Okay. Now that we should see when I refresh my browser that that has now kicked off this expense approval workflow that we uh, have just looked at in Visual. Okay, I'm going to click on this and I will be taken to my task. And I am going to need to log in as Nick. And I now get my custom task approval form, and in this case I have titled this task Approve Expense Report Manager and assigned it to Nick. And within this form, as you saw before, the manager can look at the submitted report, the spreadsheet. Great. And so $98, and here's a receipt, and yep, it was $98. Okay, so so good. Well, I mean, you know, I'm going to just go ahead and approve this, and I'm going to just put some comments in. Problem from manager, and submit it. Okay, so what's happened now? We see that Nick has completed his task and has approved the report, and a second task has now been created within SharePoint that is looking for approval from accounting and has been assigned to Bob Waldron. So now let's pretend that we are Bob. And again, I need to refresh my Outlook. And here is an email that has been sent to Bob with a link to Bob's task, and saying that the report has been already approved by Nick. So now I am Bob, and I'm looking at my email, and I see this link, and I need to log in as Bob. And here I am logged in as Bob, and we are taken to Bob's task. It's been assigned to him, and the title of this task is Approve Expense Report Accounting. Okay, so we now see a link to the same document. Where we can open the spreadsheet. Go ahead and approve that. Great, so now my task is done, and we can log out of SharePoint. And let's now pretend that I am the HR person, Nancy. Here is a email that goes to Nancy that gives her a link to the document, indicates that it has been approved by Nick and Bob, and if there were any comments, the comments would appear here. Finish up the loop here. We see that an email has come to the employee, Kevin, indicating that the expense report has been approved by Nick, and here are his comments, and has been approved by Bob, and here are his comments, and that the reimbursement request has been sent to payroll.